Morning world, welcome to Monday 21st? No, 28th of February 2022. Right, I got a guy coming in for some wood chip in a minute, which gives me just enough time to give you lot a bale. Lot. You're going to have to move at the bed a bit. Go on, out the bed. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. You at the back. Move out the way. Go on. Go on, 62. I know your game. Old lemon ooze kicking everywhere. Go on. No, you want some breakfast, you have to get in the way. Go on. Go on. Go on. And you. Go on. No. No. Go on. Go on. Round. Round. Come on. Come on. Go on. Get in there. Go on. Other way. Get back. Get back. Right, you two. Go on. Come on. You'd think they'd know the routine by now, wouldn't you? So apparently this week isn't going to be as dry as I first thought. We had, or I had, intended to get a roller in to pack this down and then get some finer stone, some recycled type 1 to go on top, pack that down again. The plan is I'm going to hire a roller for a week, so I'm going to hire in 120, that's 120mm wide drum roller, twin drum, which is basically a ride-on machine that I can sit on for a few hours at a time and just pack all this down. The machine only weighs 2.5 tons, but with the vibration it's the equivalent of 10 tons. A lot of you have said, like I said before, about putting my farm roller over it. It won't do the job. I mean, especially if I want to do the floor inside there, you know, there's no way I'm going to sensibly roll that with an 8-foot farm roller, flat roll, even full of water. It's just not going to happen. So the rolling may not happen this week because I've got other stuff I want to get done. This afternoon I'm having part of the day off. Hang on, I've got dirty lens. That's less dirty. This afternoon I've got a couple of hours off, maybe the whole afternoon. I've mentioned it before, I have problems this time of year with split heels, which is really painful. And it's just wearing wellies for a prolonged period of time, but being outside in wellies for a long period of time. So I've suffered the last couple of weeks with split heels. Audrey always had a chiropodist to come and see her, and bless her, she's organised for the chiropodist who's coming to see my mother-in-law today to spend an hour or however much time she needs to have a look at my foot problem and maybe help me out with the split heels. I mean, all I do is every other night I just rasp them, put a bit of cracked heel cream on it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think I've got a little corn on one. Not that you need to know all this, but it's just one of those things where if I get somebody who really knows what they're doing to have a look at it and say, yes, you can do this, or no, you shouldn't do that, or whatever, I can then decide whether to take advice or ignore it, which is pretty much how I run my life. People that give me advice and I'll decide to take it or ignore it. You may have noticed that. Right, so they got a bail. Again, yes, we put the ring feeder back in. A lot of you will be going, no, you should be using the barrier feeders. Well, we did use the barrier feeders, and I'm still using the barrier feeders. I'm still putting one bale outside. But as far as wastage is concerned, everything from there back to the barrier is all wastage from what they've pulled through the barrier. To me, that's no different from the wastage that they pull out of the ring feeder and around there. There's just no difference. Like I said before, barrier feeding is fine if you're using a machine and you're milling stuff and you're chopping it all up, fine. They're just grabbing what they can in a mouthful. They don't drop much out of the mouth because it's just a mouthful. With unchopped complete hay, this stuff is long. Okay, they pick up a mouthful of that, they step back, they chew some of it, they drop the rest of it. It's just the nature of the beast being unchopped. So yes, feed barriers with chopped, feed mill machine delivered, whatever else, brilliant. I quite agree, that would be by far the best way. But for me, what they don't drop in here, they push out there and then they can't reach it. Okay, see where this is going? In here, if they're in here, yes, they drop some inside, but if they push it, it just means the one on the other side can reach it. Understand? So the ring feeder, to my mind, although this helps, and I have put a bale, I will continue putting a bale on the side, that for me is still the best option. Okay, so I just thought some of you might want an explanation as to why that's back in there. It's because that's what works for me. Okay, you can come back in then. Stand back, you hooligans. Go on, get back. That's it. They're happy again. So, next thing is, tomorrow, Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm attending a funeral of a close neighbour, a lady I've known since I was a little boy. That's tomorrow afternoon. But also, if I get a chance and I get back, I've got to take 2 of my steers out of here to our local abattoir, or factory as some of you call it. Where is he? So we've got the big red steer with a horn, that's one of them, and we've got an equally big black steer. They will make some absolutely cracking beef packs. Bearing in mind, all they eat is that. That's it, that's all they eat, all of them. Dexters will thrive on very little. So yes, one animal is already sold. The second animal, a local hotel where Samantha works, actually, the Swan in Wotton, has bought a whole half off of me, which leaves 4 packs. I put a message up on Facebook yesterday. I've had a number of people contact me saying, oh, they want it, but a lot of them are miles away. The packs are still collection only, I'm afraid. Okay, if you're interested in the beef pack, go to my Facebook page. There's a link in the description box below to my Facebook page on the farm. You can go in there, you can have a look at the message on what we're doing, and if you want to order a pack, that's the way we've been doing it for years. You can order it from my Facebook page. If you don't have Facebook, also in the links underneath is my Instagram and an email address. So if you want to order a pack, you can do it through that. So beef packs, that's the fella. Don't feel sorry for him. He's lived a lot longer than most beef animals ever would. The beef packs I sell at £14 a kilogram, and the average weight of a pack is between 80 and 20 kilos. So I reckon he will probably be nearer a 20 kilo pack. So you're looking at about 280 quid. And for you folks who are thinking of rearing Dexters, that's 280 quid per pack, and there's 8 packs per animal. So do your sums, and that's what you work out what that animal is worth to me, okay, or worth to the farm. So it is premium. He is 42 months old. Normally you would not get beef at your supermarket that is over 28 or maximum of 30 months old. That's how long that animal has lived. He's had longer. Now there's a reason for that, a couple of reasons. One, this is an old breed animal. They're not one of these new fashionable continental breeds that double muscle and put on weight like mad. Mind you, you have to throw protein at it like there's no tomorrow. These are old-fashioned animals. They do not finish quickly, and if you force them to finish by throwing meat and minerals and feed stuff at them, I don't think they finish anywhere near as well. So we rear these on grass. The only concentrate they get is sometimes when they're first weaned, but this lot I haven't. I've done it differently this year, so that even this lot haven't had any of that. Grass reared, slow reared, all right, nothing's forced. They grow at their own pace, and the beef is all the better, especially because I hang it for a month as well. So it is a sales pitch, okay? Yep, undeniable sales pitch, but what we produce is good stuff. I'm very proud of the beef packs we do, and we have people from all over the place drive for miles. I've got a customer in Salisbury, which is about 90 miles that way. I've got a customer in Birmingham, which is about the same distance that way. I've got a regular customer in London, which is 100 and, I think he should have said London actually, say 120 miles that way. I've got customers in Cardiff, 45 miles or so that way, plus all our local customers. I've been asked a number of times to post it. The thing is, I can post it, it is possible, but if I run out of local customers, then that's fair enough. But if I start posting it all over the country to satisfy guys, I know Bob in Scotland, I know you want some Bob. We might have to sort something out for you one day. I might have to send you a joint or something one day, just so you can say you've had some. We'll see. Bob's been with us for years. He and I have a little bit of banter now and again. So, where was I? Yeah, so we produce enough to satisfy our local demand. So, yeah, the chances of us posting stuff regularly in the future, we would have to quadruple the size of the herd. Not impossible, but everything in the markets and farming is a bit up in the air for a minute, and I'm not really sure which way to go with it. And at my age, not sure how much I want to invest in it. I want to be able to, when I retire, if I retire, I don't want to have any debts. Anyway, right, onwards and upwards. My mulch customer has just arrived, so I need to take that off and put that on. Well, the thing is, if you like your baking, if you get it in there tidy, it don't come out. Yeah. You know, I put wet stuff on the top, so that packs down hard anyway. So
nice, like stuff to do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
You must know with Betters, don't you?
There's who, sorry?
New Park Farm. It's near Rockhampton. It's a place with a turret on the top. The farm is called Troutons.
Oh, John Troughton's old place. Yeah. Yeah, I know, on top of the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been there for years either.
Yeah, they tightened that place right up. Yeah.
I remember John Troughton buying some furniture off my granddad when he moved out.
Yeah.
And talked the old man into delivering it. It was a really colourful sofa, three-piece suite.
Yeah.
So Fowler delivered it. I was 17.
Oh, yeah.
I was 17. Yeah. I know that because another bike I was riding.
Oh yeah.
And Fowler rang me about 10 o'clock at night and said, actually, I don't know if it was Father or John who rang me. He said, "You better come and get your dad." Why?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he can drive home. What's wrong with him? Well, he's kind of on the floor.
Yeah.
He was.
You could not leave that place, eh?
John was one of those things. He'd tie you to the floor and he'd be there just playing you with a scotch.
I know, whiskey.
He was a bugger for it. So yeah. So I had to go and try and get past that bloody Alsatian.
Oh right, yeah.
So,
I never met that guy.
Oh, didn't you?
It was his wife who ended up living there. I didn't meet her once.
Oh, she had with one arm.
With one arm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, she ended up living in only like literally 2 rooms of that huge
Probably,
place.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it was like to try to heat and look after a massive place like that. So, but yeah, I had to ride down on my bike, tie the bike up in the back of the horse trailer, and then bring him home. Because he's never forgiven me, because I brought him home, and I left him. I had his old Series 2A Land Rover. I left him in the Land Rover.
Did you?
And he said, "Aren't you going to help me in?" I said, "No, you got yourself in that bloody position. You can get in yourself. Oh, you bloody bastard, you're no son of mine, blah, 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 blah." And we all 3 of us kids watched him from the office window trying to get hit the Land Rover. So yeah, happy days. Yeah, he said one day I'm going to get my own back. And he said, "But the problem is I don't drink."
Yeah, exactly.
So good luck with that one.
You could never leave there.
No, he would get through a bottle of scotch, no problem.
Yeah.
No
Crazy,
problem.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll give you some money for that now.
All right. ties that up, isn't it? So while I'm here, on a second sales pitch perhaps, that there is a standard size dumpy bag, what they call a ton bag. So, and the dimensions of that are basically is 3 foot square, 27 cubic feet or whatever else, or just under. So that's, most people sell firewood in these guys. Well, at the moment, because I've almost run out of bags and I need to get some more, we sell it in these fellas. Now these are twice the size of one of those. So there's double the volume in there that there is in there. So I don't know what most folks sell these for. The average seems to be between 60 and 80 quid for one of these fellas, which is about right. I saw one of those for 120 quid. Now the reason I do it in the bigger bags is, one, it's more efficient to deliver one of those for 60 or even 80 quid. By the time you've added the fuel and everything else on top of it, there's not enough margin in that bag to make the job worthwhile, where there is in that. So I mean, so some people won't buy logs off me because I do it in such big volumes, but I would rather satisfy them by, you know, I mean, all right, we've run out of big bags, so we're having to do some in little ones, but it won't dry as well in there because it's not vented, so it'll probably end up having to come out of this bag and be decanted back into one of those when we've got a spare one. These, some of you may recognize these used to have seed in them, so et voila. But they've been used twice, and once for a first and once for a second after it was cleaned and treated. Don't want to use them again. So as a third use, they're going for log bags. I'm not actually sure what the volume is on these, but I doubt it's much different to our 2 cube. So does that actually say what the volume of the bag is on there? I don't know. Can you see what the volume of the bag is on there? Can't see anything. Right. I reckon they're about 1.8, which is the same as these fellas. So yeah, lots and lots of logs. To some people, not many logs. But for us, there's quite a few. They're all, why are they out here? They're all out here because the logs that we're selling are in the barn. They spent the summer out here and then the autumn in the barn, and now we're selling them from the barn, so they're dry. I don't really want to mix these lot up, but what I might do, because I've got some of these different bags, I might be able to put like a wall of these fellas in between the old and the new to make sure that nobody delivers a bag of wet stuff. You know, you never know. Okay. A bit early for coffee. That's a lie, it's never too early for coffee.